Hey there, everyone. It's Wednesday, my dudes. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm actually opening up before before Birch View is done. You know it's a special stream if that's the case. So yeah, I haven't done a rant stream ever since the whole anime tube thing. But hey, I wanted to do this because I feel like it's close to my heart, I guess I'll say. Probably not the correct wording I want to use, because it has to do with a little bit, at least, with workers' rights and also what people and workers should expect from corporations. So I don't know. I just wanted to rant about it because it's been bugging me, and I feel like everyone's going fucking nuts. And yeah, I know I don't have a big audience, but I do want to at least share some of my opinions at the very least, and just kind of go over things, because yes. And when I first started thinking about doing this, I was like, am I jumping on the bandwagon? And I was like, why the fuck would I think that when I don't even stream more than once a week? Like, when I hear fucking increasing my brand or anything like that, fucking, I don't care. This is just me wanting to talk. And I don't like listening to myself. Alright. Before we begin, I do want to mention real fast. Yeah, I did turn off channel points. Well, not all of them, but I think most of them. Anything that basically kind of interrupts me, I turned off. I was just like, nah, I ain't dealing with that. So yeah. First of all, in case you haven't heard, Nijisanji very recently terminated Selen. I'm not gonna go into a huge amount of details as to who's who and what's what, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you know this because it's been blowing the fuck up. They released a termination letter, as they have done with quite a few of their past talents. And once again, in it was way more than they really needed to ever share. Like way more. It's kind of ridiculous just how much they actually shared. I have a lot of opinions on that too, but I'm trying real hard not to go on massive rants that don't need to be talked about. Before I continue, I need to actually make sure I have this set correctly, which I probably don't. Oh, I do. Okay. Oh, I don't have to do anything. Boop. Yeah, so this message... Hi, Pilot. This message, obviously, or letter, I should say, mentions a lot of things, including Selen apparently just not following the rules, along with some bullying allegations, technically to both sides, because didn't they say something about Selen specifically harassing someone else or something like that? Like clients, usage, intentions like communication. Here we go. Inappropriate behavior by Selen through her time as a Nijisanji and Liver. Okay, that's not exactly what that means, but she acted out. Oh no. Along with that, like I said, bullying allegations towards her from other talents, and basically saying she's not getting permission about the recent music video that she tried to put out, which is, I believe, a complete original, and also all that other stuff. I think I'm gonna put this song Slip on repeat. It was not met well, because for a few weeks before this came out was a huge movement. I say huge, even though it wasn't really like thousands of people doing it, but it was definitely getting a lot of attention, a lot more than on like a lot of these sort of things, called "Where is Selene?" Because it had been a month since we had heard anything from Selene. When that music video had gotten privated, the only things we knew from then on was that Selene told everyone, hey, upload the video if you have it, because, you know, she got all the permissions and everything should be fine. Which when I heard that, I was like, based, but also you gonna get in trouble. Like that's a huge thing that you shouldn't do, especially with the corporation. Is if they say you didn't get permission and then you tell other people to upload it, that's not okay. I mean, like I said, based, but thinking about her job and everything. After that, all we heard was that she got hospitalized, and then she wasn't hospitalized. However, we don't know how much of that is true. Obviously, I think it's true. And I'll go into that in a bit, or maybe now. Should I go? Yeah, I'll do it now. So, certain people, people have noticed, and this is something that's been happening a long time for Niju Sanji, is that certain messages, it doesn't matter where it is. X, why did I just say that? I saw the X there. Twitter, it's fucking Twitter. It doesn't matter if it's Twitter, if it's YouTube communities, anything like that. Niju Sanji has their hands in it and can post for the talents. It has been proven. And it was almost kind of proven that Niju Sanji did post on behalf of Selene saying that she was out of the hospital and stuff like that. They noticed it because of a single apostrophe. The apostrophe on most English speaker keyboards look completely different from the apostrophe on Japanese keyboards, which is hilarious to me. There's that, but the reason why it's been proven that Niju Sanji has posted on others' behalf is because, one, it's come out from past talents that have been either terminated or graduated, but also there was a time in which there was a little bit of a small scandal saying Niju Sanji never gave the talents their play buttons from YouTube, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, I think it was like just 2 talents, maybe it was more than 2, but I want to say it was just 2 talents that came out and said, oh, I got my play button, here it is. And, you know, it was a picture of it on a table. Okay? That was just one of the talents. The other talent said almost the exact same thing. And the picture they had took was from the exact same table. Like, that's something you just can't fucking make up. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? They got bashed so hard. That was fucking hilarious. Give me 1 second to take a drink. So it is very obvious that Niju Sanji can, in fact, post on behalf of talents. There was a post or two after the post about Selene being in the hospital that was obviously made by someone from Niju Sanji. I personally think those posts were probably from Selene, just not made by Selene, and maybe changed a little bit as far as like the wording goes. Who knows? But it's innocent enough to be believable that Selene probably said those words or something along those words, because there's no reason why Niji Sanji would come out and say that if it wasn't true. Because if it wasn't true, I guarantee you that Doki would have come out and been like, hey, by the way, I'm still in the hospital or something like that. Hello, Ben. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Speaking of, Selen's old life and now back to the same life. I don't even know how to explain that. Doki. This is now Selen. In fact, from now on, I'm not even going to say that word anymore. Doki. This is Doki. When Doki graduated a while back, she became Selen, but because of the termination, she is now Doki again. She has been getting so much support, and everyone should support her. Anyways, going back to what I was talking about. Wow, this song does not loop very well, but I'm trying to ignore it. I'll just lower it a little bit. I say all that leading up to the Where Selen sort of situation, and despite many messages across everything, we're talking about like other talents, live streams. We're talking about just like anywhere that people could post about it, they posted about it. Where the fuck is Selen? Met with nothing, absolutely nothing from Niji Sanji, nothing. And you can also see from Doki way down here, February. She was tweeting at the very beginning of all this shit happening, because this is from January 7th, January 9th. All the stuff about the hospital was in the end of December. So she was posting everything, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, looks like January 9th? Yeah, I would say sometime around January 9th. I don't know what time she reposted this. She just stopped. And everyone got worried, because those who knew, this wasn't like super common knowledge then, but those who knew were like, oh no, even Doki has stopped talking. What the fuck is happening? So people obviously got very nervous. This is another thing that Niji Sanji has done in the past before, where a talent has actually gone back to their past life and started posting about things, not specifically about Niji Sanji, just posting, and then they stopped that too. They silence their talents as much as possible so that things don't come out when Niji Sanji don't want them to come out. So people obviously got worried, and then obviously, as we all know, February 5th, this shit came out. So, which I still love this. I still love the community note, dude. It calls them out so hard. I love it. Okay, so that is the whole thing. If you really want to go into it, I would suggest you just go look it up yourself. I was just going to give a brief summary with a little bit more information and all that good stuff. I guarantee you most of you have already read all this. So why am I here to rant? Because I want to rant mostly about like what I think people should do, and also things that people don't seem to quite understand about these sort of things. Like VTubers and like corporations and stuff like that. And it's just like I don't see how people can't get this through their heads. So that's kind of why I wanted to rant. First things first, what I think should be happening right now from people who have watched Niji Sanji in the past. I say that because no one should be watching anything from Niji Sanji ever again. I do not give a fuck about what they do in the future. If they try to fix things, they have to do a lot to fix things. I'm saying like paying, like straight up paying Doki for things that have happened to her. I kind of should mention this for context. So Doki ended up in the hospital at the end of December. It has come out, I think, straight from Doki that it was the results of bullying and the result of Nijisanji and what they have done to her. I feel like everyone who watches me understands what the fuck that means. Okay? You know what? No, I'm not gonna come out and just say it, but like this is content warning here. Just heads up. We know what this means. Okay? We know that this either means Doki probably went to either the hospital herself, or Doki went too far with maybe a panic attack or something like that, or tried to do something even worse. We either I know at least one of the people who are here listening knows someone who's tried or has been in that situation themselves. I have too. That's the end of the content warning thing. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So that's pretty fucking bad that she was pushed to that point. No one should be pushed to that point. No one. And the fact that the corporation allowed this to happen shows why people are calling Nijisanji a black company. They deserve that label now. Absolutely. This is because this sort of thing hasn't happened before, but I would be surprised if it hasn't come close to that. Because of allegations of bullying in the past before, like in the past, just in general, that has come out before, and the fact that it has come out that cliques exist too inside of Nijisanji. That's something I don't think people understand. That people are like, oh my god, there's cliques in Nijisanji, and it's like, yeah. Have you seen how many talents there are, and how much that management just doesn't give a fuck enough about them? Of course they're gonna make cliques. Of course they're gonna make be friend groups that want to hang out with each other more than the other people. You know, this is what happens. This is what happens when you have huge amounts of workers, and definitely in a environment like this, where they're free to do almost anything they want. And it's just like, well, yeah, of course. I guarantee you Hololive has cliques. I guarantee you other corporations have cliques. It's gonna happen. And whether or not cliques are bad or not is a conversation that I don't really think needs to be talked about that much. I personally think cliques is just a bad word to use in general. It's just a friend group. Hololive does, and they're rather apparent. Yes, exactly. It's gonna happen when you have this many employees, especially in this sort of environment. It's gonna happen. But I'm gonna start calling it friend groups instead of cliques, because these friend groups aren't always bad. It all just depends on what happens in these groups, what they decide to do. So I think that all gives a bad rep. However, it is very obvious that Nijisanji has friend groups that are not very nice and probably keep to themselves very tightly. This is not something that is isn't hard to imagine. I don't think I mentioned this earlier, and I think I wanted to mention it. I have a headache today. I took an allergy pill last night, like right before bed, and I did not wake up very well. I wanted to go back to sleep so bad, but I had to get up for reasons. But yeah. I'm trying to get back on track. Where was I? What people should be doing, right? People need to chill. Like, this sort of thing, obviously, every time people start freaking out, especially because of Niji Sanji's letter here, and I still, to this day, cannot fucking believe they did this. Can I zoom in on this? No, I cannot. Fucking, they did not need to say a lot of the shit, just that she was terminated. I think that would have been fine, but they have done this in the past with other talents too, where she, like, they put in here her claim of being harassed by other affiliated livers due to mismanagement, etc. Which, like, now people are now going on witch hunts as to who was bullying Doki. I keep saying Selene. I'm sorry. And just, of course, when you say something like that, people are gonna start doing a witch hunt, and it has been happening. And there is, in my opinion, very little proof to go on any of it. And honestly, you shouldn't. Like, that has nothing to do with us. Absolutely nothing. Like, that is, these people are adults. They are adults. They can take care of their own fucking problems. Let them take care of their own problems. Please. That's just stay out of that. What we need to do as viewers is to stop supporting Niji Sanji. Now, here's the thing that people have been talking about on Twitter and a few other places too, is, oh, you can not support Niji Sanji, but don't stop supporting the talents and everything like that. Keep watching and stuff. No. That's the thing. And it sucks. It's awful. I hate to even say this, but if we're going to tell Niji Sanji they're fucked up, they're a black company, we don't want to support them anymore, that means stop supporting the talents too. Because anything that the talents get, views, as little as views, and any kind of monetary anything, it goes to Niji Sanji. I personally do not believe what Mista said about only getting 2% of merch sales. I want to say that was probably a dramatized, like, comment. I guarantee you it's probably more than that, but probably not much. I just don't agree with the number. That's the only thing I don't agree with. I do believe that they're getting basically fucking nothing. Do not buy any of that shit. It's gonna go to Niji Sanji, and they're going to get the money, and they're gonna run with it, because Niji Sanji does not give a fuck about the talents nor the viewers. They give a fuck about the money, and we know that is true because of something very recently that came out. This right here is the official Any Color kind of EN website. Right here is the brand new notice that came out. It says today, but technically yesterday for Japan. Impact of the decision to terminate the affiliation contract with the Niji Sanji EN Lifer on our financial results. On February 5th, blah, 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 made the decision to terminate our affiliation contract with the Nijisanji Liver, Selen Tatsuki. The impact of this decision on our financial results will be negligible. There's nothing else here. This is the entire PDF. This came out right after their stocks dropped 5% in one day. 5%, dude. And they came out and said this and only this. They're like, oh yeah, don't worry about that, bitch. All we care about is the money, and we know that you do too. This was obviously for their shareholders. The thing that Nijisanji apparently doesn't fucking understand is that shareholders don't fully care about the money. In my personal opinion, a lot of shareholders, not all of them, but a lot of shareholders are kind of fucking stupid. Okay? But they're not that stupid. I guarantee you that quite a few shareholders of any color are probably fans or approve of VTubers and understand what VTubers are about. And doing all of this to Doki is making the shareholders being like, well, we don't want to support you anymore. Shareholders are stupid, but they're not that stupid. Like, it's especially people who would definitely give money to any color. So, like, this is probably the stupidest decision they've ever made for their company when it comes to money. Like, I have not seen anything this bad made by a corporation in a long time. A long time. You know, I'm going to keep this up. Yeah, I'll keep it up. I'll make sure it stays here. So we got to remember that the outcry that we are putting out as viewers and as people who are watching the situation are affecting the decisions of shareholders as well, because they are seeing what's happening and being like, oh, okay, well, we don't want to support Nijisanji as well. Them not getting money from us plus shareholders are going to hurt them. They are going to impact the financial results of the company. And they already have been. Let's see if I have it up here. Yes, I do. And this is one such thing. Brands are leaving. At first, it came out. Another company had come out. I think it was like a small indie company that does kind of like fan art stuff or whatever. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Studio Nikomata. Right here. They were really one of the first like people to come out and say, we are no longer going to support Nijisanji, and anything that is sold is going to go to charity. And I think they have come out and said they're going to go to specifically mental health charities, which makes sense in this context. Now that all these like small like small creators have been saying they're no longer supporting Nijisanji, it's now giving brands the courage to come out and say, yeah, we're not going to do that either. Like big brands. This, if you don't know what Height is, they make PCs and PC cases. That's a pretty fucking big deal. This is a pretty fucking big deal. So this is what we should be doing. We shouldn't be doing anything other than stopping all Nijisanji anything. Like, if you were still watching them live, if you're still watching their VODs, if you're still watching their clips, stop. That is supporting Nijisanji, not the talents. Because at this point, the talents should be getting the fuck out, which kind of goes to like the next subject is just that. Talents need to fucking go. They need to get the fuck out as soon as possible. In fact, I have like the Nijitanji tag up here. Let's see if we're gonna find it. I like this one. There is a specific meme that someone made that I loved, and I was like, yes, yes. I don't think I'm gonna find it. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna find it. Basically, it was just a meme saying that all the talents in Nijisanji need to get the fuck out. Like, before it's too late. Because who knows what Nijisanji is going to do to people's contracts after this. Anytime shit like this, like a termination or a big graduation happens, those contracts are going to be changed for fucking sure. Something's going to happen, and then they're going to go, oh shit, we need to write this in the contract so they never do, like no one else does this again. These people need to leave. These talents need to leave. There can't be any more support. Not even straight from us, but also the workers. The workers need to realize how fucked up this company has become, and they need to get the fuck out. One, because people are going to stop supporting them, and two, it may sully their name even more if they stay with the company. Because people have already been saying, this is my company. If you stick with the company and keep defending them, what do you think is going to be said about you? You know? So if you get out now, as fast as possible, you can save face and go somewhere different, and probably are going to be way better off. Whether that be indie or with another corporation. I have been recently making jokes about like Pomu and a bunch of other people going to vShoujo. The thing with vShoujo is this is completely my opinion with literally no proof. Absolutely none. But from things I've heard, which is very little, is that vShoujo is just a big, in quotations, click. And it's like, well, yeah. It's a very small indie, not indie, no. It's a very small VTuber. I think they are considered a corporation. I could be wrong about that, actually. Are they considered a corporation? I want to say they're considered a corporation. I think people were using the word corporation for vShoujo, but I don't think that's true. Either way, they don't have anywhere near as many talents as most of these companies do, and I think that is a really good decision because they keep themselves in a tight-knit family. They all like to be around each other. They all like to collab with each other, and I think that with the departure of some of the talents that used to be in vShoujo, I think that is still true. So I do not actually believe vShoujo is going to pick up really pretty much anyone else. And if they do, it's going to be probably the max 3 people. If they decide to start picking up a lot more people, I will actually start being very wary of vShoujo. And would probably expect some graduations. So, I'm going to say it again. I know I keep repeating stuff, but it needs to be repeated. 1. As people who are the audience of Nijisanji, stop supporting everything Nijisanji. That includes the talents. I know that's going to hurt them monetarily, and it's going to help hurt their lives. But if we really want to treat Nijisanji as a true black company, stop supporting the talents unless they leave. Unless they leave, obviously. So, and that's the only thing you should be doing. Do not go to the talents and being like, oh, what do you think about this, and talk about it. No, don't even talk about it. Stop talking to them. That is providing them with like the ability to have more viewers. Do not increase the audience. Talents, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of Nijisanji. You need to leave. Things are not going to get better. They're going to get a lot worse. You have no idea how big of a shit show this company is going to become. Now for the future. Nijisanji is going to be doing something big. This is my opinion. Nijisanji is going to be doing something big. This is what corporations do when the shit hits the fan. They start getting together. They're like, all right, well, we need to figure out something. We need to figure out something big to do. Bring in people back to us. Get a positive opinion. Let's throw a concert. Let's put out a huge music video. Like, of maybe our talent singing about how great Nijisanji is. You know? And all that jazz. We can't fall for that shit. At all. Like, that the thing is, like, that's what happens a lot. People will jump on this bandwagon and be like, Nijisanji is a black company. The Nijisanji will do something, quote, end quote, awesome and epic and whatever the fuck else you want to say. And then people are going to flock back to Nijisanji again and watch talents. We need to stop. No more. Literally no more support for Nijisanji. About attacking talents, y'all need to stop. Like, these people need to stop. Like, I've seen some fucked up things being said live and stuff like that. There is very little proof, and the proof that does exist, in quotations proof, is very, very bad. People say some stupid shit all the time, especially when it comes to like these sort of like entertainment. How's this? Especially when it comes to people like Enna and Millie and certain other people who have things like social anxiety. And even though they have been streamers for a while, like, sometimes you just say the wrong thing when you don't actually mean the way it could be taken. I've seen recently a clip of Enna saying something. Oh, I can't remember exactly what it was. I know it's in DMs. Let me see. Sorry, I'm taking a look at this. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It says, Enna said something about not to dig for the truth and stuff like this. And I think what she was trying to say is, don't go looking at every single tweet that people have said. Stop trying to like get into people's accounts. Stop trying to get into their lives and get into their things. This kind of goes into something I said earlier, is these people are adults. You know, they can take care of their own fucking problems. And I kind of agree with Enna when she's trying to say stop digging for the truth, it's not because she doesn't want people to find the truth. What she's very likely trying to say is, leave them alone, because they're going to cause way too much stress for everybody involved, and you could end up hurting people you don't want to hurt. But obviously people took it as like something completely different, and honestly, the way she said it was not a good way, and the timing was not good either. And I think that has a little bit to do with two things, and then one of them is probably the whole like not thinking before you say, and slightly a little bit towards like the whole social anxiety thing, where like sometimes you want to say something in a certain way, but because of how nervous you are or how new it is, and like you're not thinking like hard enough because it's so stressful that you say it wrong. Do I think? No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not saying that Anna is not in the wrong, or X, by X I mean anyone is not in the wrong. I just think people are trying to attack some people without evidence, and that's not okay. It really isn't. Again, these people are adults. Let them be adults. Let them solve their problems themselves. The only thing we need to be focused on is not supporting Nijisanji. So, that hurts me, you know, like just going on Twitter and a few other places and seeing people like attacking other talents. This is like, you guys need to stop. You don't know who's who. You don't know what's happening. Don't do this. You don't need to be a white knight. No one cares about you. But I did say there was two things to that. And this is starting to go a bit more into conspiracy level things. We already know that Nijisanji has the ability to post messages on Twitter for the talents. However, we have also had proof by past talents, and technically by people who are still employed by Nijisanji, has said this live before in the past, that sometimes the corporation, and this is not just Nijisanji, obviously, will tell them that they need to come out on stream and say this thing. Maybe not in the exact same way as the corporation wants them to say it, but tell them you need to make sure that you say this, even though you may not truly believe it. So I think, personally, that Nijisanji probably went to Enna, and maybe even a few other talents, and told them to tell their viewers, y'all need to tell these people to back off and to like chill out, you know, and leave the talents alone. That actually has happened before. It has come out that, you know, they told them to do that. It's just like, yes. So this brings me, I think, to maybe my last point, because I can't think of anything I really need to talk about after this. And that is something that I keep mentioning every time about every VTuber. Not just a corporation VTuber. Every VTuber. Stop 110% trusting everything that a VTuber says. We are built on deceit. We are built on deceit because a lot of us are anonymous. We are trying to protect ourselves, but also we're trying to provide a story most of the time, lore, or something like that. So we don't always say things that we truly mean, or we do it for entertainment purposes or trying to tell a story. This very well goes into the like corporation side too. They will try anything to make sure that they spin the story to their favor. That includes the corporation telling livers what to say, and sometimes even the livers telling lies. And this is not a bad thing. And this is specifically to protect themselves and to provide entertainment. But at the same time, y'all need to stop fully trusting what they say as complete fucking truth. Now, this does also mean you can't fully trust Doki either in everything that she says. I will tell you, please go to Doki's Twitter, go follow her on Twitter, go to her YouTube channel, go subscribe to her, support her, because she has been through a fuckload of things. But at the same time, this is a person on the internet who has anonymity, and is trying to keep it, and also has to save face. Stop trusting everything you see. That's all I'm gonna really say. Because like man, it's just I keep hearing things like, you know, well, this person said X, and it's like, well, how do you know that? What proof do you have that that thing is actually true? You know? The only reason why I say is like don't fully trust everything Doki says is just to give a point. It doesn't matter who it is, including me. You know? I have definitely lied to you guys. I'll come out and say that to protect myself and my family. 110%. Now, a lot of the things that I say are true. 100%. A lot of the things, but not everything. Stop trusting VTubers. Stop trusting streamers in everything that they say. Stop. The only thing you can truly believe is evidence and proof. So that's what I should have said in the beginning, is like, don't believe Doki, but also especially don't believe me. Yeah, Doki has her YouTube channel. Let me go give that. There you go. I cannot wait. This is happening today. As you can see, it's 7 o'clock my time that's happening. But like, but yeah, please go support Doki. Please, please, please. She deserves the world after everything that's happened to her. She's already hit 323,000 subscribers, bro. That's so sick. Before all this happened, she had under 100,000. She's gonna get that silver play button that she deserved a long time ago, which I think she mentioned here, which I was like, yo, where is it? Hold on, I want to find it. It was so good. Ugh. Here it is. I never thought I would actually get a play button, let alone before my first stream. Oh wait, no. I think she said it somewhere else. Maybe it was someone else that said it. Maybe I don't remember. I think she mentioned something along the lines of, I never thought I would get a play button, but like in my hands. Because they wouldn't give her the play button in Nijizanji. I can't wait to see what Doki does. I hope she does well as an indie after her experience in Nijisanji. Because you know what, I will say something. Whenever you're like full-time doing streaming stuff with like a corporation, you have to do it as a job. I can see people who have started off in these corporations as people that are not good at entertaining or streaming, but they become good. They become really good. And it just makes me so happy to see that sort of thing. But then it makes me go, just go indie. Now go indie. You know? And I think the biggest reason why I think people get big and better, no, sorry, not big, why people get better in these corporations is because they have the viewership and they have the drive to want to make that viewership happy and be entertained. And I feel like if indies were supported more, I think the same thing could happen to them. And I think a lot of people who are indie could be way better than what they are now. I really do think that. And I wish that was the way things were. But hey. I can't think of anything else to mention. Maybe there is. Who knows? Like I said, I do have a headache today. I should not have done this stream. I'm surprised that I was able to keep focus and not spend like 10 minutes trying to think of one word sometimes. And I was able to do this, you know, without fucking up too much. I can't think of anything else to bring up. I do see that I have viewers. Does anyone who is watching want to bring up anything else? Not really questions, just bring up anything about what's happening. I'm up for listening. I'm up for a conversation about Nijisanji. I would love for someone to tell me I'm wrong about something. Like dead ass. So yeah. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I can't think of anything. Yeah, me either. I was messaging Lulu and Pilot just now, just being like, hey, I'm done with my rant. Do either of you want to come on and just be like, hey, I want to mention something too? Yeah, something like that. But yeah. I have a lot of feelings on this Nijisanji thing. And I think the thing that really makes me the most upset are the people who are like, no, wait, you know, don't support Nijisanji, but still also support the talents. Stop unsubscribing and go watch your stuff. It's like, no. You're telling people, you're contradicting yourself. I can't tell if you know that or not. Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and there's a lot of people who are doing that. They're like, and they have done that in the past. Like, think for a sec. Yeah, like this has happened in the past where like something happens in the corporation, and they go, oh, but still support the livers and still go watch your stuff and everything. It's like, well, no, if we're boycotting a corporation, that means you gotta hurt the employees too. I mean, it's this exact same way as like a strike or people picketing outside of a company. You're trying to get them less people in the business. That's going to hurt the business. And who you think is the business is going to hurt? It's going to hurt the workers. But that is because we don't want their business around again. And yeah, it's going to hurt those workers, but those workers should be able to pick themselves up and be picked up by someone else, or do things on their own, you know? Like, I know that may not happen, but companies like Nijisanji do not need to exist anymore. Don't support the corpo, but support the way they make a good amount of their money from. Yes. Wait. But still support the way they make a good amount of their money from? Huh? Wait, what? Either way, don't support the corporation. That includes don't support the talents. Yeah, exactly. They make a majority of their money through the talents. Yeah, exactly. Also, you know what? I do want to point this out. The thing that the talents get the most money from are voice packs sold on the Nijisanji website. That is the most cringe thing I have ever heard in my entire life, dude. Like, a lot of these talents also have to put out voice packs for their debut. Have you ever seen these talents like first debut streams or their songs, their debut songs? They're awful. They're awful. Do you think those voice packs are gonna be good? Like, if you buy a voice pack and say they're good, I cannot believe you in like even the slightest. Those voice packs probably suck dick. All right, Pilot said no thoughts, head empty. And Lulu is more than likely in class, so that is perfectly fine. I'm just kind of taking a look at this. Speaking of indie VTubers, especially ones that I support, go check out Tipinyan. Excuse me, Tipanya. Not Tipinyan. She's really cute VTuber. Hey, Pilot. Wait, she's streaming right now? Bro? I should didn't know this. Oh, look at Tipanya. She's so cute. Look at this. Just want to eat her up. Oh shit, she's playing Metal Gear Solid 2? Bro. So we're gonna raid Tip. Holy shit, that's sick. Like I said, if you haven't seen Tipanya, very cute VTuber, wonderful. I've followed her for like 3 years now or something like that. And she's only gotten better over the years. Wonderful person. Me big fan now. Rito has converted me. Yes. Yeah, I haven't done a raid in a really long time. So I think I'll do that today. Thank you guys for coming to this stream. It was a short one, and it was just a rant, but I do these very rarely. You know what? One of these days, I really should do a just chatting stream. I don't know how the fuck I would do that. But if these corpo VTubers can do it, I can do it too, right? No, I couldn't do that. I have literally no idea what the fuck I would do in a just chatting stream. But I should try one. It'd be a shit show, but yeah. All right. Oh. Technically, this is a just chatting stream. Yeah, but the difference between like this and an actual just chatting stream is that this one has like one thing I'm going to talk about, and then that's it. Bye. So, you should organize your kits on where they would sleep in your cat bed. I was just about to mention this, Lulu, because you mentioned DMs. Can corpos give their towns good designs? Yeah, that would be something you would have to talk about on your stream. I don't really have the what's the word I want to use? I keep wanting to say the word experience is not right. Can they hire good artists and concepts? They can hire good artists and concepts, but they just don't. I shouldn't talk about designs when I don't have the knowledge there. I'll say it like that. But I agree. I'm like the designs for some of these talents are not great. That said, that's the thing with corporate VTubers and their designs. They're not meant to be good, they're meant to pull people to them. And they're meant to, some of them at the very least, be horny. Because it pulls people in. So yeah. They don't care about being good, they care about money. That's all they care about. Just like with the Genshin characters, am I right, Lulu? Am I right, Lulu? Am I right, Lulu? I can't bait you. All right. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do for stream. Let me go see about rating Tippanya. Oh man, but Tippanya is gonna like if she has it set up so like raiders like a raid from any amount of viewers like notifies her and if she shouts me out, I'm gonna be embarrassed by this title for the stream. She's gonna be like, oh. And I'd be like, no, wait, Tippanya, love me. No, don't look. Change title? Yeah. I'm gonna cheat and change the title. There we go. Title: the Neko rants about their love for Tippanya. Oh my god! No. That'd be a little creepy because they probably don't even remember me. But that would be fucking hilarious. That I would love to do that, but that would be creepy. So yeah, we'll do the raid. Do I have like raid stuff like set up at all? Oh, I do. Look at that. So there's our raid message. If you are subbed, just replace the 2 emotes with this, or replace the cat emote with that. You know, whatever you want. Well, let's go do a raid. Wow. Yeah, I haven't done a raid in a long time. This feels weird. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. As always, I don't know when I'm gonna be doing my next stream. Before I really wanted to rant about this, I did want to go back to Super Mario RPG, but then all this started happening. I was like, I want to talk about it. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Thank you guys so much for joining. Oh, Discord. Yeah, here's my Discord stuff. There you go. I don't put anything anywhere else. No Twitter, no nothing. So if you want to keep up with us, come to our Twitter. Discord. Thank you for stream. Thank you for joining and listening to me rant. You guys take care. Bye.